If Ariana Grande didn't live in your mind for the rest of your life, she sure will now. She's immortalized herself by becoming a character in a, wait for it, Final Fantasy mobile game.
What is that, Hasan?
That's crazy. Okay, to be perfectly honest, I know Amir put this story in here because he loves Final Fantasy, and I actually don't like Final Fantasy, but we're gonna talk about it. Final Fantasy is like an RPG game that's turn-based. It's a Japanese classic. There is massive stories revolving around it, like people write fan fiction around it. There's mangas, there's offshoots, there's animes. I've seen some of them, they're awesome.
Can you maybe explain a little bit, because I don't know Final Fantasy at all. I'm not really a gamer. What sort of the premise for the game is?
Dude, I have no idea what the Final Fantasy premise is, like as far as the storyline, but I can tell you what it is. Like I said, it's a turn-based strategy, meaning like there are characters, you build them like an RPG. Do you know what a role-playing game is?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the same concept, but instead the characters are Asian, and they have very spiky hair, and they have really large weapons that are super cool looking, and then it's turn-based. Yeah, and then, it's turn-based, so like you are kind of traveling around the planet, on the game's planet, and you get cooler and cooler weapons and cooler and better gear, eventually leading up to boss battles. And turn-based means that, and this is the reason why I don't really like Final Fantasy, turn-based meaning that the combat is kind of like chess almost. So it's one at a time. So it's like Pokemon. You played Pokemon, right? You never played Pokemon on the Game Boy?
I never had a Game Boy.
Cut the feed. Cut it now.
I'm sorry.
Cut it now!
We had a Sega, but my brother wouldn't let me play.
You never played Pokemon?
No.
One of the greatest games of all time, you never played.
I have lied about it before, but I'm being honest, I've never played.
On camera, you're being, do you want this to be out there?
Yeah, it's there.
Okay, you've never played. I'm revisiting all of the interactions we've had up until this point, because if you didn't have Pokemon in your life, that... Okay, anyway.
Go on.
All right, let's get back to it. Well, it's turn-based, meaning like you make a, you'll
make a move.
Yeah, exactly. You'll pick a slash, and then they'll pick a block or something like that. And then there's basically a cyber roll of the dice that determines whether or not it's a critical hit or whatever. I am really getting into the bones of this turn-based stuff.
So what is that background? What is happening with Ariana Grande?
So her character is going to be in Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, a free-to-play mobile RPG for Android and the iOS. As you may or may not know, these mobile games are making huge waves, obviously, with like you saw Pokemon Go really skyrocket Nintendo's stock prices until people realized, wait a minute, Niantic is not owned by Nintendo, it's only part owned by Nintendo, and then they leveled back down. But I'm just saying it's a testament to how successful mobile games can be now. 2017 will be the year of mobile gaming, and they're collaborating with these sort of celebrities that have massive fan bases, because it's just like basically a built-in marketing strategy for them. And Final Fantasy will be a mutually beneficial situation for Ariana Grande, who is a self-admitted, I guess, Japanophile, right? That's how you say it. Like she's obsessed with like Japanese culture, I think, which is understandable. I am too, for a little bit. I mean,
I was gonna say, I was like, you.
No, I know. And she's been taking Japanese lessons as well. So this is only going to boost her celebrity status within that Asian market. And also, people will buy this game. I mean, not buy, but like, they'll definitely get the game.
I could be very biased in this because I'm a big Ariana Grande fan. But I really think, I know you said it's like mutually beneficial, and I see that as well, but it does sort of feel more beneficial for Final Fantasy because Ariana Grande is bringing probably or perhaps a whole new audience to this game that might otherwise not have been that interested. Those were a lot of the tweets that I was seeing after this was announced. There were a lot of her fans that were saying, just things like, I never play video games, Ariana Grande just like really is going to be
this is a mobile game, so like it's already trying to attract people that normally wouldn't play video games, so that's the big thing about mobile is that's why it can be so successful, because there's no barrier of entry. For example, like if you want to play PlayStation games, you have to go buy the game, buy the console, set it up, learn how to use the analogs and all that. So like on your mobile phone, everyone has one.
And Ariana Grande is so good with her social media presence and for being any sort of mobile celebrity. You know, I think she's really active on Instagram, and I don't think I follow her on Twitter. I should fix that, but I know she's also active on Snapchat. So
How
this is.
dare you?
I know.
Ariana is very offended.
I'm sure she's watching right now. And I think this is really cool for people that might not, like myself, were not familiar with mobile gaming, hadn't gotten involved before. I definitely want to check out how badass this character is going to be. I hope that she has like a really cool.
She's wearing. I was gonna say she's wearing the outfit that she wears on Dangerous Woman.
I was going to say that's great. I hope she.
Woman.
Okay, wait, hold that thought, because I hope she has a really cool weapon. Second thought, Hasan. I got that song stuck in his head. I don't know if we ever talked about it on this show. I got that song stuck in his head for so long, and I'm very proud of that. He would sing it in the car. Hasan Piker was singing He Feels Like a Dangerous Woman, and that is...
I do.
I know, you do and you did.
But we want to hear from you guys. Do you feel like dangerous women? In the comment section, let us know. Do you think this will be more beneficial for Square Enix, the company that's creating Final Fantasy, or Ariana Grande herself?
Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande! I'm saying it wrong. I'm so sorry. And we'll see you next time on Pop Trigger.